And we're back again, making more bits for this XY. Now I know from good study of the lip of the XY's firewall that it's 5mm and then actually the space of 1 inch, which happens to be a steel ruler, which leaves you a perfect folded replacement lip, and all you do is weld that in. Obviously I can only make it certain lengths because that's how long the bender is. And so I've obviously done that section. I'm going to replace most of it because, well, most of it's missing. This section here, steady, doesn't seem to have a lip, it's just flat. So it's the firewall comes up and tacks into the end of this rail extension, I'm guessing. I don't really know its technical name, but yeah, I've got to replace all this. It's fairly simple if you give yourself a little bit extra. I mean, I know that's only going to come down about there. It's only going to be down about 1 inch. So I've obviously made myself, it's got quite a bit more play. So I should be able to cut that down. Somewhere there, and then obviously leave that slight deviate in it. Leave a deviate in it. Could probably put that deviation in it. Can't imagine that's too hard to make. Sorry about the camera work. I haven't done this for a while. Which is going to be fun standing on that floor because I ain't exactly a lightweight, and I stood on it yesterday and I nearly went through the bastard, so I mean, that side's looking great. You can stand on that side, jump on it. I mean, I looked at that corner and I've nearly replaced that whole entire corner down there. I don't know how much of this original is going to be left when I'm done, but at least it might look like an XY GT. Maybe. Hopefully. So I don't know whether or not to link all these videos together or upload them separately, but I'll see if I can link them together and then put a bit of a... I'm not trying to do a step by step, but I might just link them together as I go through the day and see the progress in between, eh? Alright, keep watching. Okay, so we've made some progress. And if you look through there, you'll see we only have a smidgen to go in the middle, and then it'll be good from here all the way over to there. I'm just going to figure out, considering how much rust is in that section, I need to replace the top lip. It's going to take some strategic thinking because I want to put the plenum chamber in, but that just means later on I might have to undo some work that I did in order to fix that mess. But I really want the plenum chamber in so I can finish off one section. Might leave the dash out because it's really, without the dash in, I mean it is welded in, but without the dash in it's really easy to do the floor pans. I mean, it's particularly easy at the moment. But yes, it's taking some thinking and some doing, but I want to replace that midsection there, and then all of it, then the new plenum, well it's not a new plenum, the old plenum will have, the donor plenum will have something fresh to sit on, which, you know, will make it look quite nice and probably last a reasonably good amount of time. I will have to touch up the engine bay later because, I mean, you can actually see the floor pan stuffed in there as well. When I come to paint it, I'll have to do some touch-ups through there and a bit of bog work to make it pretty. It's just incredible how much these cars rust. And yeah, it's funny, this car didn't break in half, it didn't do anything silly. But I've seen some of these cars where they have decided that they've just collapsed and broken in half, and you're just like, wow. If this is one that hasn't broken off, how bad must be the ones that do break in half? You notice there's actually a slight downhill in that piece, which you have to bend into it. So that piece actually goes on a downhill slope. Straightens out a little bit actually right there, so it goes from here, downhill, flattens out, goes flat for a bit, and then downhill again. Quite an intricate piece, really. It's not even remotely straight. So yeah, we're making progress. So that bit's now in there. There's actually a little piece up and under there that's hard to put in, which goes, there's a little bracket that goes from here to the firewall that links it all together. It's actually quite incredible how well these, when you take them apart, all the individual pieces are quite weak. When you link them all together, they're incredibly strong. I guess that's the idea of a unibody. So when I do this, I'll need to pull that straight, because as you cut pieces out, the firewall's just gone, I'm going to go this way. So I know that that needs to be straight, which is fairly easy to do. You just put a straight edge on it, don't you? Or you just tie something from there to there and stand back and look. It's fairly easy. A lot of it's common sense, really. If it doesn't look right, it's probably not. But I think I'll put this video up and then I'll put another one up later. Alright, have fun.